各位笔友上午好。今日新闻，美国无王抗议活动继续进行，抗议者人数可能超过6月。阿富汗和巴基斯坦代表在卡塔尔会谈，但冲突仍未解决。伊朗宣布不再遵守核协议条款，由浓缩活动升温。肯尼亚政治家奥丁加追悼会发生踩踏事件，中美同意尽快重启贸易谈判。特朗普减刑前，国会议员桑托斯全球航运气候税计划在沙特反对下延期讨论。
Our top stories. The second day of No Kings demonstrations got underway across the country 4 months after the first, with large crowds gathering in purported 2,500-plus cities and towns to express their disdain for the Trump administration. Attendees could outnumber the sizable quantity seen in June. On Friday, Mr. Trump told Fox News, "I'm not a king." Delegations from Afghanistan and Pakistan met in Qatar in an attempt to resolve a crisis that has led to dozens of deaths. A 48-hour ceasefire, agreed after a week of violence, ended on Friday night and was followed by further assaults. Pakistan claims that Afghanistan is harboring militants who have been striking across the border. Afghanistan has made similar claims about its neighbor. Iran said it was no longer bound by the terms of the JCPOA, a multinational nuclear deal it signed with 6 world powers in 2015. The deal, which expired today, restricted its uranium enrichment program in return for sanctions relief, but it has long been moribund. Mr. Trump took America out in 2018. Some sanctions had been reimposed, and Iran had enriched uranium to not far off weapons grade. Tens of thousands of mourners gathered at a memorial for Raila Odinga, a prominent Kenyan opposition politician, in the western city of Kisumu. The widely loved Mr. Odinga, who died on Wednesday, stood 5 times for the Kenyan presidency. At his state funeral yesterday in Nairobi, 2 mourners were killed in a stampede and many more injured. Others have been injured today. China said it had agreed to hold a new round of trade talks with America as soon as possible. Earlier, Scott Bessent, America's Treasury Secretary, spoke to He Lifeng, China's trade czar, over video. Mr. Bessent described the discussions as frank and detailed. He said the pair plan to meet in person next week. The officials are trying to avoid another painful tariff battle. Mr. Trump commuted the sentence of George Santos, a Republican former member of Congress, after he had served less than 3 months of a 7-year sentence. Mr. Santos was expelled from Congress and pleaded guilty to fraud and identity theft. But his newspaper columns about his imprisonment apparently moved the president, as did his loyalty to Mr. Trump. A global tax on shipping for the sake of the climate hit the rocks. Before countries could vote on a tax to curb greenhouse gas emissions in shipping, the International Maritime Organization, a UN agency, adjourned following pressure from Saudi Arabia and others, pushing back discussions for at least a year. Mr. Trump, who called the tax a scam, threatened countries that supported it with visa restrictions and port fees.